Just a heads up, this effects makeup is being demonstrated on my wrist. If you are a fish or have ever been a fish, this video may bother you. It's September, and that means that my effects series starts now. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to give yourself mermaid gills for everyone that just wishes they were a mermaid. We'll also be showing you guys how to have a hook through your gills, just in case you're feeling a little more brutal this Halloween. From a certain angle, it looks like the gills are more closed, and then as you shift, you're very gill-like. I'm demonstrating this on my arm, but you definitely don't have to have gills on your arm. You can put them wherever you please. All the products I use say be listed somewhere around the video. Also, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, especially since Halloween is the best time of the year. And also, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it, or if you just like mermaids. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to contact me. To create mermaid scales, fish scales, whatever kind of scales you're wanting, I am going to be using modeling wax. And this is by Graftobian, which you can find this online. It comes in a small size and a big size like this. And I literally just got this new for this year, so can we please have a moment to admire how smooth this looks. Kind of like a gigantic untouched lip balm, but not lip balm at all. You, my friend, are also going to want some sort of adhesive. I'm going to be using Prozade, but you could also use spirit gum. If you're going to be using spirit gum, don't forget to tap it. You're also gonna need a makeup spatula of some sort, some makeup remover, and some other stuff. Because I'm doing the demo on my arm, I'm then going to apply some Prozade to the area that I'm going to want my scales down. Using makeup remover of some sort, you're then going to take your spatula and scoop out your wax. Make sure you have some makeup remover on the tips of your fingers as well, so that way the wax doesn't actually stick to your fingertips, and then it's just a giant disaster. I'm then just gonna work the wax a little bit with my fingertips just to warm it up a bit. Going back to the area of my arm that is sticky, which is right in here, I'm going to take the wax and smooth it down onto my skin. Think of this like you're actually adding extra skin to your skin. And make sure you have makeup remover on your fingertips, that way it'll be much easier for you to work with the wax as opposed to the wax actually lifting up. You could also use your spatula as well. And honestly, you don't have to rush the smoothing process, and it does not have to be perfectly smooth considering that you're giving yourself fish skin. Once you have your skin as smooth as you want it, you're then just going to take the tip of your spatula and carve. Make sure you do have plenty of makeup remover on the tip of your spatula, that way it'll glide through the wax easily and not pull it back up when you're trying to pull your spatula out. Cutting into your new waxy skin with a spatula definitely is not for the people who are queasy. If you have any areas that do fold up too much, you could simply just blend it back down. Wax is extremely forgiving. You have forever to work with it. So spend as much or as little time as you would like on it. I'm also putting the spatula in on a little bit of an angle, that way it is more of a gill than it is straight into your skin. And to end the final one, I just want a little tiny baby gill. Once you have all of your gill cuts, it's going to look a little something like this. When you have it more of an up position, it's not really gonna look like too much of slits, but when you actually look from underneath, it's gonna look more like the gills. Now you can apply liquid latex over wax, but I always have not that great of a time with it. I never really like the way it looks with liquid latex over it, so I'm going to be using the Graftobian Flexible Wax Sealer. My hand looks really broken right now. And let me tell you, does this flexible wax sealer smell? Oh my god. Please make sure you are working in a well-ventilated area. No, it does not smell like fish, but that was a really stupid joke, Lex.
Why would wax sealers smell like fish? I don't get it.
It's alright, neither do I.
I know you, I know what you do.
You guys can also use several coats of this if you would like, which I would like. And I mean, yeah, you know, mermaids are like wet and shiny, but I don't want to be, so I'm gonna powder it using translucent powder. To color my scales, I'm gonna be using the Skin Illustrator palette, which is actually funny because I went to go grab the other Skin Illustrator palette thinking I had two different palettes, but I just had one. I mean, I guess it's really not that funny, but I mean, there's some comedy in it, right? I grabbed two. Anyways, you guys can use a different type of body paint that's cheaper over the wax makeup, but I'm gonna be using the Skin Illustrator palette, which is an alcohol activated palette. I'm mainly gonna be using like these blues, probably some green, and then some skin tone. So I'm just gonna spray these down real fast. First adding quite a bit of alcohol into the paint, and I'm then just going to very lightly add a little bit of, I believe this is called vein tone. I'm then also going to take that same vein tone, and I'm just using a brush that I don't really care about. And you know what? I realized I did need a second palette because I needed to make a darker blue. So I just mixed a little bit of black in with that vein tone. I'm adding this pretty much just underneath the gills that are sticking up more than the others. I'm then going back in using a lighter tone out of the palette and just flicking the color over. I'm also adding a bit of a fishy green tone. And then once again going in and deepening up some of these. Just to highlight the very tips, I'm also just adding a little bit of a very, very light skin tone. And you can definitely keep it more of an alive fish, or like to make a hook to go through your gills. I'm then just taking a paper clip, unraveling it. I'm gonna need wire cutters, I'll be right back. And I just cut it into a little hook. I'm then taking these guys, I don't know what they're called, I'm not a handyman, I am a makeup artist, and just giving it a little loop. And you can very carefully push the candle out of the way and just hook it through. Since you now have been captured because you are one clumsy mermaid, I'm then just going back and adding some blood tones. One thing that I will say about blood that I've always said is don't overflow your wound with blood. I mean, even if you want things to be bloody, you don't want to like cover up all the work that you just did. A little bit of blood can be just as effective as a lot of blood. Actually more effective in a lot of cases. Because the alcohol paints actually do dry matte, I'm then going in with a little bit of blood gel and just adding it in the wound. Squeak! Oh.